This episode of Wham Bam Security Cam features disturbing visitors, crazy crime, and some wholesome stuff to balance it out. Bobby and his wife had just arrived at work when they got a frantic call from their two boys about a stranger on their porch. The stranger opened the outer door, but after he couldn't go any farther, he tried ringing the doorbell. Next, he started being generally disruptive and creepy. He even tried to look through one of the windows. Bobby told his boys to call 911 while his wife began rushing home. She arrived at the same time as the police. The man was taken away for a psychiatric evaluation, but technically he wasn't arrested. 2 weeks later, the same man returned, but thankfully Bobby was home at the time. This time, the guy was arrested for harassment and stalking. Unfortunately, Bobby was told that the charges would likely be dropped due to his mental health issues. On a lighter note, Bobby wants to shout out his sons Jesse and Hunter for being very brave during this incident. Good job, guys! Bobby also said they all love watching the Wham Bam channels together. Caden and his family were sleeping at 3 a.m. when a white car sped past their house. A few moments later, the driver backed up while their passenger walked over to Caden's parents' cars parked on the street. First, the guy checked under his dad's hood, but watch what happened when he moved on to his mom's car. After stealing her battery and loading it into the back seat, the thieves took off. Caden's parents called the police and provided them with a copy of this video. Jesse was attempting to hook up a trailer when he admits he made a costly mistake. He didn't think he needed to back up anymore and decided to move the trailer the rest of the way by hand. Unfortunately, the trailer got away from him and shattered his SUV's rear window. After making an insurance claim, he was able to get the glass replaced and the dents fixed. Watch what happened late one night outside of Arseni's house. A driver in a pickup came roaring down the street before scraping the side of Arseni's neighbor's car. That wasn't the only damage he did. Arseni's own car was also parked on the street and received a huge dent. Even though the pickup driver tried to flee, his truck stopped running and he wasn't able to escape. In total, the damages came to $15,000 US. Chris woke up to find some trash in front of his driveway. Check out what he found when he watched his security camera to find out where it came from. He has no idea who these litterbugs were, but he did the right thing and put the garbage in the trash can where it belonged. Okay, we need a break from all the crime and craziness, and what better way to do that than with some cute cam? This submitter sent us a clip of some hoppy bunnies having a great time one night. Just look at that hang time. I could watch this for hours. Darren sent us this clip of an employee from the business next door either forgetting to set his parking brake or leaving the car and drive. After getting out of the car and walking away, the car started rolling forward. Thankfully, there was nobody in its path, and the guy ran back and jumped inside after noticing what was happening. We were tempted to blame this incident on a newly discovered car demon, but this is definitely a case of operator error. This emitter had a strange visitor on her porch one day. We'd never seen one of these before, and she told us it's called a javelina. After checking out the porch, it continued on its way. Matt's wife and their 2-year-old son were on their way to get haircuts when they had a run-in with their neighbor's car. Literally. Apparently, neither of them had been looking behind when they backed out of their driveways, but what are the odds that they would both want to leave at the same time? Their insurance provider paid for what little damage there was, and everyone moved on from the silly accident. Matt says he can't wait to see what kinds of clips we show on this channel. So far, we've been amazed by all the different submissions we've seen, but we want to see more. If you have one to share, don't forget to send it in using the link in the description. Now here's something you don't see every day. We had no idea dinosaurs and this sumo bunny like to play in the snow. The T-Rex, who also happens to be our submitter, told us that she, her daughter, and her friend all dressed up for a snowball fight. That's gonna be a core memory right there.